10 days late.
Matthias is so mad.
It's better late than sorry, eh?
Oh, you were mad.
I'm mad. Really
Obviously.
Mad. Oh, that sucks. Really bad.
All right, everyone. We've been having fun, but we stopped because the pallet finally arrived. Or I keep calling it a pallet, it's more of a crate. This is from our engine builder machine shop in California. You guys remember them, Mason and Matt. We sent them 2 brand new Toyota heads. Got them decked out with GSC goodies. These are both of Simon's heads. Then there's 2 short blocks underneath here that I need to pull out. One's for me, one's for Simon. They weren't able to finish Simon's second motor or my heads or second motor yet. But as long as we get 1 fresh motor in there, get it running, I can build a second one in the meanwhile. Yeah, they're waiting. This was supposed to be here, let's see, the 6th of February, and it was on schedule to be there, and right now we are at the 15th of February, because that's America's shipping right now, just not going so well. So I'm gonna quickly pull this stuff out and see what we got in there. So that's not just a bare head, that's a head with everything in it, so definitely not like, jeez, Matt packed this efficiently. Thank you, Matt. That's so cool. Matt's the guy that assembles the bottom end. I think he cares about packing as much as I do, because I am super weird when it comes to packing stuff, because I don't want it to show up to the customer messed up. All right, so I gotta get tin snips or whatever, cut that, find a way to yank these full long block, short blocks out of there that are gonna be like, I don't know how much those weigh, but probably like 180 or something like that, or a little more than that. Good thing is it arrived safe, no damage, in a safe box, and Matthias is only kind of mad at me.
I'm not. Anymore.
Oh,
Or angry.
not anymore. He's a very level-headed guy, but he was like, where is the engine? All right, let me get started and I'll show you guys what's gonna happen. Alright guys, we're going slow, but the head's on, it's torqued. I tightened this cam. I'm gonna work on tightening this cam. Before I do that, I wanted to remind you guys, you can roll the motor to 30 degrees, 40 degrees, somewhere back in here, away from TDC. And I don't know if you'll be able to see, but you can kind of see that brand new piston. But that'll bring your pistons low. Like some of them will be like this far below the deck and some will be ½ inch below TDC for that piston, and which gives you full clearance to rotate the cams how you want, unless you're running like very high lift cams, which we are not, and very large valves, which we are not. So I'm in the clear here to roll a cam after everything's tight, you know, but with no timing belt. So I'll get it very close to where I would like it to live. That's very close to TDC. Some people have a different way of doing it. I just know that when I had guys working with me, I would always tell them to roll the bottom end down to like 30 or 40 degrees. Then you're not gonna run into any bent valve situations. I got Klein here still. He's helping get some bolts prepped, wire wheel and such, so we can assemble. We're gonna try and get oil pump, the water inlet alternator bracket on, maybe this cover, cam seals, maybe cam gears, I don't know about that, and rear main seal and oil pan on before we call it a night. It's late, this motor showed up 10 days or something later than we wanted, and it got here at the end of a work day, so the dudes are luckily here for 3 weeks to finish that car refresh and updates for Simon Olsen for this next go round with that car, but we were lagging on our end, so now we're trying to hustle and, you know, get it ready for them so they can install it tomorrow or the next day. All right, back to it. check out the 2Js.
Just making sure you guys are doing it all correctly.
Okay.
QCing over here.
Making
Sure that we're doing it right.
Boys and girls, upper and lower pans on, pumps on, rear main, front main, cam seals. These are some covers that Matthias got. Pretty cool looking. I don't think I'll buy a pair, they're too boxy for me. But check that out. Powerhouse part there. Rad Industries part there. You wanna see what's under here? You guys have already seen it. Ooh. GSC cams. Okay, so we're done for today. We're gonna go to the track tomorrow and watch some drag racing with the Norwegians and the neighbor Jim. And then we'll be back to finish this later tomorrow or Friday. Say bye to the JZ for now, everyone. We are on our way to watch some American drag racing. Look who's with us.
Yes. Yeah, Coastal Service.
Coastal.
You get a senior citizen discount?
A Norwegian discount? He's a Norwegian senior citizen. Why have we never tried that? I saw a lot of cool fab work. I get that you're cam gears, but why are you so big? You got it! Something I want to look at. Da-da-da. Supra right-hand drive, but it's got turbo wheels on it, turbo brakes on it. Oh, there you go. We were asking if I had a favorite car here. Found it. Look no further. 240 wagon, Volvo, gold. I don't like the gold. Needs to be black. But everything else, this is cool. Massive engine. Massive turbo. Nice hoses, BMRS. Brown & Miller Racing, if you don't know what BMRS is. Super cool. Yep, favorite one. Look at that thing. Not done, but very close to being done. I'm wrapping it up right now. I gotta install these 16 bolts up top. Just put these front covers on with the deleted center spot because there's no tensioner on this engine. I gotta work this on slowly. That's not tight yet. I just hit it with a mallet on at the beginning. Got this crank bolt threaded in. Everything else is sealed up and in there. We even put this port that he likes in the back. There's a couple little things we gotta do. We gotta prime it with oil, of course, as well. But we're gonna wait till it's in the vehicle to do that. So I just gotta torque this, tighten those, and then we're gonna turn it over to Matthias for him to do his stuff. And then tomorrow we should have it maybe running if everything goes well. I don't know. Tomorrow's Friday. We got all day to get it dialed in, so we're gonna work on that. I don't know, made good progress on it last night and then today. Happy with this. Gonna be another happy customer. Pretty excited. I'm gonna let them decide if they want to. I don't know how their harness goes, but you can push that in there, but then once it's in there, it'll stay. So I'm gonna wait on that. Let him decide. That's a new crank sensor. All right, that's another beautiful motor completed for a really cool customer. Serious break time for the Norwegian.
See you later.
Hi.
Bye, Renee. Drive carefully.
This is actually not a break.
I know.
This is a meeting.
This is yeah, he has a lot to say, so I came over here.
I just wanted to say hi to Evgeny.
Oh, look at what they did, guys. It's been 36 minutes since I was last filming, and they got this in there. It's almost ready to start. Sometimes they work really fast, and then after that they have team meetings. So now it's been 37 minutes, but I think there's a couple things we gotta fix here. So this is out. I think we gotta change the length from this hose down into that. Something was up with the drive shaft being the wrong length after they got a new rebuilt subframe. So now we're trying to figure out that last minute detail. And then we gotta prime the oil system, fire this up. So we're gonna get some Torco break-in oil. You guys have seen this whole thing before, but let's show you. So we gotta get this thing out. This is like a pressure tank with a bunch of fittings and a hose. And I have a bunch of different fittings I use. So you put 3 quarts in here at 100 PSI, hand turn the motor several times, get it to slowly pull the oil in through the galleys and the crank and get it up in the head and the cams. And then we will also do one other thing to crank it with plugs out while we're pulling vacuum to make oil pressure. Or basically, when I do the vacuum thing, it's to suck oil through the pickup tube into the pump, and then once the pump has oil, it usually starts working really quickly. So you dry crank it maybe 10 cranks if everything went right with this guy. Then you got oil pressure. So those are the last things we got to do, and then they'll probably put the intake manifold on, then we could probably start it later today. If not, I won't get to be here tomorrow. You know, maybe I would, but tomorrow, if they start it, I'm gonna be with my mom because my mom's coming to visit for a couple days. I was hoping it would start up today so I could be here for that, but we'll see.
And we would probably be able to supply a drawing of it.
Let's see what he has to say.
I'm searching for a drawing.
Okay.
Be careful.
Shh. Yeah. We'll talk to you guys later.
Yep.
This car is about to come off of the jack stand and leave and go to the dyno. The engine is completely installed. Already did the brake-in oil, fresh Torco in there. We are good to go. I did a little help, but mostly it was Matthias and Jan.
Did you say something? No?
All we need now is a trailer that will fit the width of this because we borrowed a trailer. It was 2 or 3 inches shy of fitting. Just go right on the oil pan, you'll be good.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, perfect.
From the best.
And then we got another friend that's gonna bring his trailer. He said it's like 82 inches wide. Hopefully that does the job, and then they can take it to the dyno tomorrow. Make some horsepower, and then the Norwegians gotta go home. Back to the snow.
Oh yes.
Oh yes.
Oh.
Home. All right, guys, we are here with motor number 2. Completed this one. Forgot to film for you guys, so doesn't matter. We got 2. We're gonna reseal the pan on this one. Then I'm gonna put all the new pumps on it, new timing, everything. And I'm gonna kind of give you guys some step-by-step of little basic stuff that we do to get this motor dialed in, ready for the customer to make. Hopefully 550 horsepower, 600. As you can see, I've cleaned the block up, and then I've sprayed it with fresh black paint. I don't spray this side, obviously, because it's gonna have all the pumps on it. Let me get started to this, get some more stuff on there, and then as I go, I'll kind of give you guys a couple little tips and tricks for when you're refreshing, just how to simplify. Oh, I got the rear main seal taken off, cleaned up this housing. This is just the housing that holds the rear main. We're about to put a fresh rear main in there and put it back on. All right, guys, big mess over here, but I want to show you. So all you really need to do to make a reliable 600 is freshen up your oiling system and make sure you don't see any issues like when you take the covers off and stuff, because this motor is old, probably slightly more tired than it was when it was brand new, but as long as you look inside and you can tell that it's been serviced, they've been changing their oil, it doesn't look gummed up in there, everything smells normal, I guess. If you guys know what I'm talking about, if someone did not change the oil, once you take the oil pan off, you can smell it quickly you'll know like something's up, this doesn't smell normal inside the engine. I don't know how to compare it to some other smell that's exactly alike, but if you guys are a mechanic, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like a diff that has never been changed, it has 100,000 miles on a diff, just oh my god, that smells horrible. Same with an engine. I had the oil pan off, I didn't film it. I like to just work and accomplish each step, sorry guys. But so we got the oil pan off, resurfaced everything, cleaned it up, put a fresh oil pump on, rear main seal. What I do is I'll pour a little oil in here and spin it a bunch of times so I can, like, in a sense, it's not priming the oil pump, but it's just putting liquid in there, so when the gears are spinning and you're dry cranking it with the plugs out trying to create oil pressure, when it's time to fire this thing off, it'll happen quicker. So we've put our billet timing tensioner bracket on here so that save you from catastrophic failure, I guess. If nah, that wouldn't happen, but just save you from breaking this guy. The reason I'm saying that wouldn't happen is this still has stock cams, so you wouldn't interfere in any given way, but those are known to break, especially on a high mileage. You're gonna put a new one anyway, you're gonna put a new one of these. Why not upgrade that? We've upgraded to a Gates timing belt tensioner. All of these service parts, oil pump, water pump, everything you see there can be bought on our website, so check that out if you want. He didn't get a Rad 160, he's going with a stock alternator for now. We could always switch that later. We've installed the lower water neck on here and the upper water neck. We've installed this billet oil drain. Something on these lower water necks, this is a front sump pan, so it interferes. If he's gonna run silicone hoses, I can still make this work right here with a 90 and make it work. But if he's not and he wants to run AN lines, we made this multi-piece. This has the same threads as a -16 ORB. This is also -16 ORB on the stock length there, so that you can run an AN line with a front sump pan. This was designed for Supras going single turbo, and it will get you, when that's threaded in, you put the union in there, put the fitting in, it'll get you below your alternator. But for someone that wants to run an AN line and there's not enough space to run an AN line with that piece on this one, if you have a front sump, then you put the union adapter right here. Your fitting, you use like a 45 and you'll get it down below the alternator just fine. That's if you're an AN fitting guy. If you don't want to do AN fittings, there's still just enough room here to do the silicone hose. So we put this on because it clocks it downward, as you can see, behind the alternator, and that's gonna give us space for the single turbo on, this guy's name is Jude, on Jude's setup here. I still gotta put the water pipe on. I was modifying it and painting it black so that it comes up right here. So it's easy to get from right here and right here, easy to get to your heater core. This is gonna go on an IS300. About to throw front covers on and a fluid damper and stuff. Over here, I've installed, this is a part that I buy from, it's called like Billet Connection or Clearview Filtration. They make the Clearview filter. This isn't a block adapter, and you have to get a piece of all thread that is the same thread pitch as, I think it's 3/4 16, that's the same as the block, and then you put this on, your oil in and out is right here, and then you can go to the filter relocation kit. I kind of build my own filter relocation kit with really quality parts, and this is one of the pieces I use. So we did that, we painted his block black, we just kind of go through and check everything. We pull this out, clean the screen, that's a must, you guys got to do that, because like high mileage, you're gonna have a dirty screen at the front of that, and you need to clean that up. I put cam seals on, did a cam rebuild setup on this VVTi. So as long as you change the oil and make sure you have proper oil level, this thing would last another 100,000 miles, because that is the key thing for an engine. Oiling and proper oiling will make it last forever. Fresh oil every 3,000, 5,000, depending how uptight you are on that, and you will be good to go. So I didn't do too many special things to this or that one. I just do what I know it needs and make sure it's done properly, correctly, and you're good to go for 600 horsepower. Some people will ask me, hey, I want to build a motor for 500 horsepower. It's like, don't waste your money, dude. Don't need to do that. But if you didn't want to spend the money for a GTE, then yeah, you got to buy a GE, start there. You're probably going to be building something, or you got to build it a little bit. It's not going to go 500 on a stock GE unless you get a non-VVTi bottom end, and probably don't want to use that non-VVTi top end of the GE. It's pretty hideous with the the distributor. So stuff I still have to install on this one. Let's quickly go over that. I'm gonna put the front covers on, the fluid amper. I'm gonna put this fresh Gates accessory tensioner for the accessory belt. So right here we have this radium fuel rail. I'm gonna install that, and I got some Deechworks 1500s. We're gonna install those on this stock lower intake manifold. That's kind of the stopping point. I'm gonna put some different coil packs. I'm gonna put the same ones I use on my Pro car, which are the VAG coil packs, similar like an Audi product, but they're actually made by Bosch. They're little short ones here. Those are a smart coil that can go easy 1200 horsepower, but they're 4 wires, so they're easy to work with. I sell them. I don't have them on my website yet, but those are super easy to work with. So we're gonna put those in there that fit under the OEM coil cover, which is a very good plus for me because I like that stock coil cover. We'll kind of stop at this point because we got to buy a couple more parts. So we're going to let the customer kind of catch back up because we got a couple more parts to buy. And then also we have to wait till the car is here. He's already bought the ECU and some other stuff, so we're partway there, but we gotta accumulate a couple more things. Then the car will show up and we'll go deeper into this project. Hopefully that's entertaining for you guys. If you need any of these parts, they're all on our website. We even sell brand new OEM covers on our website, so you can make your JZ come back to life and look great again. Let's take a look at this one over here. This one has got that brand new oil pan. He didn't opt for all the nice billet pieces, but still a clean setup. A lot cleaner than it was when it showed up. And it's got all the fresh goodies on it. All right, guys, talk to you soon.